whoever owned this car, I'm sorry, but any Brio user who watched this video, please go upgrade and say fuck you to Honda, because they're giving you this shitty entertainment display head unit, whatever you call it. It's really look like shit for the price. Alright guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first time I record in English language, so I hope you enjoy it. And this time I'm gonna make a cover of a comparison video between the Suzuki S-Presso and Honda Brio from a espresso user. You know, what's the plus minus of each. As an Suzuki Spresso user, I'm gonna give you honest opinion, my opinion, if it's good, if it's bad compared to this, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, Honda Brio, let's start. It's kind of hot. When this temperature, it's really hot, Honda Brio got this cool option in the air conditioning. It's called Max Cool. Okay, it's noisy, of course, it's noisy, but in one button, you just press one button, it's max air conditioning. You only need probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Temperature is cooling down and it's good to go. Alright, need no more max cool. Alright, we start with from Magla City. I'm heading towards Jogja. If you watch this video and you're from Indonesia, you know, maybe you know some place. I'm gonna give you some interior details from the inside of the cabin. I'm gonna compare it to Espresso. The score is already 1 and 0 for Honda Brio and 0 for Suzuki S-Presso, because of this small button called Max Cool. It just gives you, I guess, faster. Well, you can do it in Espresso as well, but if it's with knob thing. But this is much more simpler, so Honda Brio got +1. And next, I'm covering it randomly because I got no script. I'm just taking a road trip, not really far, enough for us to see what's the difference between Espresso and Honda Brio. And aside from the air conditioning, maybe I'm gonna come back to air conditioning again. Don't know, but from the driver's position, if you are as an espresso user, you feel like drown. You know, when I was driving espresso, I feel like I can see the hood, I can see the left side of the hood, the right side. So it gives me much more confidence when I was going to like slip in between two cars, get into the middle. You know, in this, maybe I'm not used to this type of tram like a sedan, when you cannot see the hood, you cannot see what's in front of you. So basically all you need is just the feeling. Okay, this is the edge on the right side and the edge on the left side. You just use your feeling. You cannot tell with your eyes. So as an espresso user, to me, it's not a problem. It's not a plus or minus, but it's really not really matter. All you need to do is just adaptation. Oh yeah. Okay, so another adaptation, because the power window is on the right hand of the driver, is right here, and espresso got it in the middle, so kind of need to adapt, but it's not really big problem. It's just you need to have some time to adapt. Not really matter. Okay, so from the driving position, I kind of like it more, because in espresso you can see the hood, the trunk, you know. In Brio, you cannot. You just use your imagination, use your feeling, and it's not really a problem. That's not really a plus or minus. It's you can choose if you want to have a feeling like more position, commanding position like this, and can see the front hood, trunk of your machine, and you should choose espresso. If you kind of light back people, just chill and not worrying about you hitting something, the insurance will cover you, or normally use that kind of car, then using espresso will be kind of weird, because it's small, but you can't see the hood, can't see anything. Visibility, I guess it's the same. I have no problem here. I have no problem in espresso. Okay, so from the air conditioning to the seat positioning, driving, we go to the display here. Normally, like I say, normally the speed display is in front of the driver. Like it's been like years and years, but in espresso you got nothing in front of you. It's just clean, and the speedometer is in the middle right here on top of the LCD. So to me, it's fine. It's fine, because I know this is the old ways that you put the speedometer in front of the driver. Been used long ago, and espresso maybe trying to improvise and put it in the middle. It's kind of funny at the first, but then when time to buy, it's like yeah, the speed is here. Now I'm using this Honda Brio, and the speed is here. It's back to what it used to be. You know, espresso is, to me, that's one of the unique design. Why they put it speedometer on the middle, in the middle right here. I don't know, but to me it's new. The difference is Honda Brio just stick to the old way. The speed display is in here, and the espresso is in the middle. So you need to turn your head to check the speed. And it's speaking of checking the speed in Espresso, the display is digital, so you need to process much, because in an analog display like this with a needle, you kind of somehow you cannot really sure, because in the analog display with the needle, there's only 0, 20, 40, 60. So whenever you drive between 40 and 60, you can't really tell, is it 45, is it 51? So again use your imagination. You cannot really tell. In Espresso, you can just look, because it's digital, it's in numbers, like digit. You know, it's we don't have like in streets in Indonesia, we don't really have like speed limit. Maybe in toll road, but in regular road, street like this, there's no speed limit, I guess. Maybe some got speed limit, but maybe useful if you have a digital display of the speedometer. So is it a minus or plus? As an Espresso user, putting the display in the middle is already a plus, because mainstream is in here in front of the driver. So I'm gonna give Espresso a plus, because the designer who designed it, it's not a good job, man, but not bad, I guess, for new look, fresh look. Maybe you kind of boring. Every time you drive a car, you have the speedometer in front of you. Maybe it's boring. So the designer of Espresso, all right, let's put it in the middle. To me, it's a plus. And another plus is it's simple, small, and digital. So you need this big room to place this analog display, and if it's something wrong or it broke somehow, I think this big analog display, it will cost you more than a small digital. It's enough. It's not really small. It is small, but not really small. But you can tell, you can see that the speed is there, fuel is there. It's with bars again. This is another plus, I guess, because this Honda Brio got the fuel indication is again with needles. It's like the old way. Aesthetic, yeah. If you talk about it's to 2024, the digital is like, okay, it's sleek, compact, and it's really useful. It's digital with bars, like I don't remember how many bars, maybe 10 or 12 if it's full of gas. It's really simple design with all the digital. You got the speed there, you got the fuel indication there, you got the odometer, total trip there also. So it's like this digital display here, but full of info. You don't really need this big analog needle display. So got a couple of plus from Espresso. Again, this analog display of Honda Brio got three things. the speed, the fuel indicator, and the RPM meter. So that place is where Honda wins with the display, because it got more info about the RPM. In Espresso, it's like, what the fuck is RPM? We don't need to know. Okay, yeah, but it's good to know, because there's nothing bad just putting some RPM display. I use the manual transmission, so sometimes I really need to see the RPM sometimes, but in Espresso there's no RPM display. So is it 2000 RPM or 3000 RPM? But from the machine, you just put the pedal. You can feel, okay, the RPM is again, it's using the feeling. Like something is, this is simple, but if I have RPM display in Espresso, it would be nice, because I can just tell, okay, I need to add some more gas pedal, or stays, or decrease it, lowering it. It's really battle between Espresso and Brio, because it's really fighting for who's dominant. But I will put the result numbers of the video, so you can tell. I cannot remember one by one, because again, this is no script. I just talk randomly. So maybe I missed something, maybe I talk too much about any particular thing, so I can just cut it out maybe, or I can just upload this as a whole video and just let it like it's not really a podcast, but like a vlog video. Okay, let's go back to this emergency hazard light is in here. So it's not far from the Espresso position. It's in the middle here. So it's the same in Espresso. The hazard and emergency lamp is in the middle here, right in the middle of the power window. If I'm not mentioning the power window before, so the power window in Brio is in the right side. So the driver got the control. It's like everything is a driver. But in Espresso, the power window button. The button is in the middle here. To me, it's not weird. It's just unique, like the speed display in the middle. So you put the power window in the middle also. So you need some kind of adaptation, because it's kind of new things in the middle. I'm just saying that it's more like a dictator as a Brio user, because everything is in your hand. You got full control. You can control everything here. And of course, the passenger seat, they got their own button to open the window, but it's like 4 buttons here and 3 buttons each on the door panel. So it's like 7 buttons for the whole window itself. And S-Presso, I think it's a win because you don't need to put it in here. It's clean in here. It is in here. So whoever want to open, both can do without having the needs to add some more button. You know, it's like seven button for the windows only. That's it's not necessary, man. I think it's kind of genius. S-Presso put it in the middle, so the driver can just open it left or right, and the passenger can also open the window themselves. I think it's cost effective, right? It's you don't need 7 buttons just for a window. All right. Now the downside of the S-Presso is, of course, the back seat window is an old way, you know. It's like Brio still hold the old way in the analog display of speedometer, but S-Presso got stick with the old way on the window, passenger back window. Both got manual, so it's like it don't to me it's not a problem because I rarely someone sit there. Me and my wife, so it's a family of 2. Mostly sit in front. We don't use the back, so it's not really a thing. But man, it's old school. It's 2024. You still use these to open the window. Okay, some people may be irritated by that, you know, but some people just no problem. We've been using this since 1950. It's like the analog needle display. We've been using this since a long time ago. So to me, it's not a problem. To some, it's a problem. But if you have kids, if you are a family of 3, your wife and or your husband, and with kids, one kid, 2 kids, and it's still under 5 years, or maybe it's gonna feel more secure because the kid won't able to do that. But if the kids is bigger, then they know what to do. They can open the window, and it's gonna, you know, you don't want to risk that. So it depends if you wanna, if you're single or your family, just like me, family of 2, just you and your wife or you and your husband, the window opener, the old school way is not a problem. From the right side of the driver, you got the mirror setting. S-Presso also have it too. Oh yeah, the Honda Brio got another plus because yes, both S-Presso and Honda got a central lock here in a driver's hand. You can just lock all the doors or unlock all the doors from here. It's the same, but Brio got a plus because it installed with speed sensor. You know, when you drive around 20 kilometers per hour, or I don't know, 30, around that, it's auto lock. So it's a plus. In espresso, you need to lock it yourself. You need to aware that the door, as a driver, you should do that manually. You cannot, because espresso don't have the speed sensor of the central lock. So Brio got a plus on this. All right. What else? Next to, okay, in front of me, we got what you call this? Sun visor, sun blocker, whatever you call this.
Sun visor. You're welcome.
To me, it's not an important thing.
Whatever.
I don't really use this, even if I'm driving towards the sun, and I say, it's glaring, it's blinded by the sunlight. I somehow I just know how to divert the vision, not going to the sun. You can focus on the road, so you don't feel the glare that the sun rays. To me, I rarely use this, maybe never. I use this to put some cards to pay the toll road, or put some small cash in here, like 1,000 Indonesian rupiah, 2,000. I put it in here, so whenever you see that when we are in traffic light, I was giving some lady, because she was performing. I took the cash from here. This is not my car, so I'm not doing it here, but I was preparing it. 1,000, 2,000. It's gone now. Both thing, because I'm not using it as the way it should be, like helping you to block the sun rays. Now I'm not really using it. All right, let's move on to the steering wheel. All right, in front of us. To me, Espresso got the plus side because it got the Bluetooth connectivity, phone button here. But in Honda Brio, it only got the entertainment button, the volume, the previous track, the next track, the mode, just that. Espresso, of course, it gotta be the winner for the steering wheel. Both got the airbag as well. I guess it's two airbag, one in here, one in here. It's the same. Espresso got also one in here and one in for the passenger. So there's nothing much to say about the steering wheel. The handling, basically Brio is much more expensive than Espresso, so normally you would hope it rides better. That's normally, but I feel it also a slight improvement. Espresso is not like this, but to me it's normal, because this car is way more expensive than Espresso. I compare this because it's same compact car, small car, hatchback car, city car, you name it. I think it's worth to compare. So if you are still thinking about which one I should take, Espresso or Brio, so maybe it helps you. I hope it helps you as an Espresso user driving a Brio. So let's move to another place. Okay, let's go back to the air conditioning. Espresso and Brio. Brio got the one button that will kick. It's called Max Go. When you push this, it's gonna blow all the maximum air conditioning this car can do. button alone is a plus, but then Espresso got the old ways of the knob, you know, like a DJ thing, you know, the knob left to right. It's like more old ways, and Brio got more modern style, but not really a digital one, not fully digital. If you're talking about the button, it's still a button like this, not a touch screen, not like a touch screen, but it's not a full touch display. The display is digital, but the button is still manual button, so it's it's in the middle. But Espresso is way more old school, using the knob left to right. But the plus side, Espresso got the more control to the where you want to blow the air bursts, you know, like this. It's in front of the driver, the driver head and the leg. That's it. But Espresso got also the same. These two to the driver, to the passenger, and to the leg and passenger at the same time. But Espresso got full leg only, and then my wife is calling me. I'm not answering the phone. I'm still driving. So the air conditioning option is more in Espresso. Okay. What I'm telling you is basically Espresso got more option to the airflow of the air conditioning. This Brio only got to the front of the passenger, and then the second option is front and leg. Espresso got way more option. Front and leg only. Windshield, more option for the air flow. Like when I was driving Espresso, there's some moment I feel like the air conditioning is too cold, too cool. I need to reset the button because it's too cool. So the Espresso air conditioning is way more better, cooler. Okay, so the AC from display, Brio win. From the option of the airflow, Espresso win. And then there's another cons to the Brio. Okay, but I can say it's good to have it. It's not just okay to have it, but it's good to have a heater. You know, air conditioning is not only make you cooler, but also make you heat hotter, warmer. So Espresso got a heater whenever you need. If you live in a high altitude place where it's really cold at night, then why would you need a cold air conditioning? You need a heater. My wife uses it when she's cold or flu. I used once when I was trying to get inside the car during the rain, and then I got wet, not drenched, but just wet. It feels good to have a heater inside because you feel warm, so it's good to have a heater. And that's a cons to the Brio for not having a heater. Is it bad not to have a heater? If I imagine myself being a Brio user, if I get inside the car and get stuck in the rain, and then I get inside, it's wet from the rain. So I think espresso wins. Let's move on to another. Alright, talking about ponds, there's a bigger ponds from Suzuki S-Presso to this Honda Brio. I don't know which type of this Brio, but this Brio got no LCD entertainment display. It's just the old. Come on, man. It's really a big punch to Honda. If espresso, it's cheaper, can give you an LCD touchscreen entertainment display. It's a big punch for Honda. I'm sorry, Honda. You are a big loser in this one, because why would you do that? You are 20, 30, 40 millions more expensive than espresso. Fuck, come on, man. Why the old school entertainment display? Why the old school like this? Maybe the higher trim of Brio got, of course, I'm sure, I'm really sure got but this one, it got no LCD. It got the entertainment of the old way. That's a ew. That's a ew. It's like outdated, man. This is. Oh, I feel sorry for anyone who want to buy Honda Brio, but you need an upgrade for that. I'm not sure about the price. If you want to upgrade that, it's not going to be cheap. So espresso wins big in this. You get more connection to Android Auto, Apple user. You got Apple Car by default. You can put Google Map on display here. Is it convenient? Yes. Is it useful? Yes. So Honda, fuck you. Why you give this to your customer? What the hell, man? What are you thinking giving this? You are more expensive than espresso. If espresso can give you that, can give the user more convenience in terms of that, because it's to me it's have you lost your mind, Honda? To me it's like the biggest deal breaker of this Honda is that, only that. The interior design, the plastic design, I cannot say it's a plus or minus. I guess it's the same. The plastic, I guess it's more or less the same. You cannot complain about it. The pocket where you can store things. You can store this 1, 2. Okay, it's the same. Espresso got front speaker on the left and right door. Maybe I'll try to compare the clutch, the gear shift, because I'm using a manual espresso and I'm driving this Brio also manual. 5-speed is the same. I can tell honestly, this is an upgrade. Suzuki needs to do better with the shift, with the gear. It feels really good. Look, I can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to 3. It feels refined. It feels better. Espresso is losing on this side. technically speaking, of course, this is way more expensive than espresso. So we can expect that they got quality of this, of course. So as an espresso user, I like this. I like this in Honda. It's better than espresso. The gear shift, the clutch, the pedal, the brake, it's normal. Espresso is cheaper than Honda Brio. I guess to feel that some parts feel cheaper, it's normal. Am I gonna complain? No. It's just it feels good to have this gear. The handbrake, obviously cannot use it right now. It feels more expensive. The car itself is more expensive than espresso. Then of course you will get the feeling of way better, way more. So the gear, clutch, shift, pedal, handbrake in Brio, it feels better and more expensive compared to espresso. That's a win for Honda, and I cannot complain to Suzuki. I cannot say fuck you, Suzuki, give us look like this. Cannot, because it's cheaper. 30-40 millions cheaper. Don't ask too much. So no complaint. But Brio user, you gotta ask more than this. It's a joke, you know. This type of entertainment is a joke. Whoever owns this car, I'm sorry, but any Brio user who watched this video, please go upgrade and say fuck you to Honda, because they're giving you this shitty entertainment display, head unit, whatever you call it. It's really look like shit for the price. The seat, I cannot say really just slight better feeling. Espresso again feels cheaper. It's the same, and it also got the same warning when you're not fastening your seat belt. It got the warning. Espresso also got the warning, and I hope whoever watched this video, please use this. Please use. I know not many people use this. They just fuck it, I don't need a seat belt. Well, you're gonna need it when it's needed. It's like insurance. You don't know when you're gonna need it. So this is also, you don't really know when you're gonna need it, but when you hit something, at least it holds you. And okay, I just saw eco driving indicator on the display. So that's a win for Honda, because Espresso don't have it. Eco driving is like the best state of optimal fuel consumption. That's what I can say. What else? So the interior we already covering. Okay, there's a 3 headrest, so it means Brio is designed for total 5 driver and 4 passenger. Espresso only designed for 4. Okay, so Brio got a win in here, and this Honda 1.2 liter petrol engine 4-cylinder is way more smooth. I can tell it's way more smooth. If I can choose, I'll keep the body and everything of Espresso and swap the engine. Honda wins the engine. Of course, it's way more expensive, way more bigger, the engine and the cylinder. Also, Honda got 4-cylinder. It's of course you cannot. It's not fair to compare. But if you still confused between whether you're gonna take espresso or Brio, in espresso you will feel the not the shaky one, but vibration is quite more than Honda Brio is. I hope it helps you to decide. So, okay, the lights. What I can say is the light positioning is better in Brio because it's in the middle here, and espresso in front of here, just like near the mirror. So it's like it's driver oriented, but here it's more like for all whoever inside the car. So positioning this wins. But if you have family of 2 and never use the back seat, espresso it's fine to have the lights in here. It's the same. It's bulb yellow. It's not LED. It's the same. So again, Honda. How much is an LED? Fuck you. You charge people that much of money and you still give this. Okay. But that's not a huge issue because bulb you can just change it yourself. It's not that expensive. I guess it's cheaper. It's cheap. Just buy yourself and just replace it because it's not worth it to have this bulb lights in 200 million car. I'm being honest, this Honda Brio got a plus and also a minus compared to Espresso. Also Espresso got, even though cheaper, got certain point of plus, a big plus, and certain point of minor plus. Of course, got a minus also, which is fine when you compare, because you cannot find the same price car and head to head with it. You cannot find it. So it's gonna be a part 2. Maybe cover the exterior. You can just type comment if you need, or if you like to hear my point of view as an espresso user, to hear some more maybe about the exterior comparing. Let me know in the comment. Just type it. For now, I'm gonna make a conclusion. As an espresso user, daily using espresso, driving espresso, and then I got the chance to drive this from a driving experience. It's, of course, it's an upgrade experience. You cannot choose experience. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's kind of upgrade because this is much more refined, much more city car, not shitty. I used to drive my espresso down to the off-road can I use this? Maybe yes, you can with this stock tire. Maybe it's not that confident, but and also this is a city car type, so you just drive it in the city. But with espresso, I guess it's way more. You can drive it in the city. You can drive it in a village, the rough roads, the bumpy roads. I'm not gonna say that the higher ground clearance tells the different. No, so ground clearance means nothing, and you espresso got more wider type of terrain, not only in the street, in the road, also off-road. Of course, it's not a stock espresso. I have the upgraded one. The tire is not stock. It's off-road tire. So I'm comparing it with the one I'm using it. So it's no bullshit. It's no exaggerated. It's honest, telling the truth, and it's my opinion. And I don't mean to hurt anything, anyone, any party. I'm just being honest, and it's my opinion. Sometimes I say something maybe bad. It's not an attack towards you. Is it Honda Brio? Is it fun to drive? If you compare to espresso, it's less fun to drive. I had more fun with espresso, because it is made to excite you, to make you experience something new, something fun. And yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. There's maybe another part. Siang, Mas. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's gonna be a part 2 espresso compared to matur nuwun. Espresso compared to parkirnya yang di lobi masih bisa?
Parkir lobi via itu masih Pak.
Oh ya, ya, makasih.
Mari silakan.
Maybe it's gonna be a part 2, another series. Maybe espresso versus Daihatsu, espresso versus Toyota. I'm just looking forward to doing it. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again the next time. Mas, kalau parkirnya?
Parkir?
Iya.
Ya, ini bapaknya nanti ke kanan.
Ya.
Mohon ke kiri, parkirnya dibalik tembok ini.
Oke, ya, makasih.
Monggo Bapak.
Oh yeah, I think there's another one. Let me still in this video. When I was putting the gear to reverse, there's no warning or sound indication that you already put it on the reverse. That's a thing too. I just found it, and in the espresso, when you put the gear into the reverse, it gives you a warning that okay, you already in a reverse, like beep. It's not in here, so it clearly espresso got more secure to somehow. With espresso, I can tell whether it's already in the reverse or not, because it got the beep. like that. In Honda, no. In this Brio, no. Okay, that's another one. So, ciao.